Hello and welcome back to another video. It's 2025 and depending on where you are, that may or may not be good depending on what country you're in, but we're not talking about that right now. So for my January video, like I mentioned in my previous one, it's all collages all year, baby. So for this cover, I wanted to do something quilt like. I wanted to keep the square rectangular shapes. I didn't want to tear a bunch of them. I just was like, let's stick stuff down. As you can see, that's exactly what I'm doing, and just like fitting things in. And I chose these types of patterns because they kind of reminded me of like old lady wallpaper was the vibe. And then I have these washi tape stickers, and they're kind of a little transparent, and I also have these little like stationery pictures. They're and then also like small, like just plain old stickers, and I was just layering those on. I started with the washi tape stickers because they're kind of sheer and I can overlap them and it can make like cool patterns and designs. Like, I really like how this is turning out. Like, it's so cute. And for the title, we got stencils, y'all. We got so many stencils that in so many different fonts. And it just makes it so much easier because then I don't have to figure out what type of font I'm doing or what's happening. So those are sticking around. Those are going to be popping up every single month. But yeah, so I just went over it in like a nice dark black ink to really make the title pop against all of the color in the background. And this is the fastest I've ever done a title because like I didn't have to draw out the lettering and do all the spacing and stuff. It's all done. And I put the tape over it because I wanted like some of the edges of the papers were like, because I used roll-on tape, so it didn't cover the entire back. So some of the edges were sticking up in some places and I didn't want them to continue to peel up. I also went around in a couple other places and added some more glue or tape to some other edges that were like pointed up, but that's pretty much what's happening there. Here's where I'm trying to select my colors. I wanted them to, I mean, all of the colors are in the cover page, but I wanted them to complement. So I chose, Ruchi Biv, can't go wrong with that, but I chose like more muted versions of those colors. And then here we got new layout. It's a new journal, it's a new layout. So I continued my 2-page cover that I started in August of last year. I continued that into this year. What I also decided to do was switch up how I was doing my like calendar. So I've got a full 2-page calendar is what this page is. And some of my previous journals, like layouts, I would have like a routine like checklist at the end, and I liked having that, but I never looked at it. So then I stopped doing it because I was like, it's not useful to me the way it is in my journal. But I still wanted to have it because I did like it, like keeping it there to remind me of certain tasks. You're like, Nia, why don't you just use your phone to that doesn't work for me. The way in which I can ignore my phone, like people will text me, I'll get notifications about stuff, I do not move, I do not flinch, I do not care, and I will forget about it. If I'm not able to check it in that moment, I'll forget it ever happened, and then days will pass and I'm like, oh yeah. So because I use my bullet journal every day, I really wanted to incorporate that routine thing in another way. So I have my calendar, and then I made it nice and large and big so that I Nobody make any jokes about that. So that I can mark when, like, the day that I need to do this stuff. Because in the routine logs that I did previously, it was kind of just like, oh, do this stuff, but there wasn't like a deadline or a due date. So that's what I was doing, or so that's what I wanted to do here, so I can write the date, like, oh, this is when I need to do this chore or this thing or whatever, because not all of my stuff is every month, clear, change the water filters in the cat water fountain, or empty out the vacuum in the robot vacuum on this day, or whatever little things that you don't do that often that need to be done. It's really easy for me to forget to do those types of things because they're not in my everyday routine. So I was trying to figure out something that I could do to help me, and I think this is cute. I also have never done, I don't think, a large calendar like this before. Maybe in college, but I wasn't doing like elaborate cute things. It was literally just an agenda at that point when I first started doing my bullet journal. And then over in the corner along the side there, I know we've gone on to the next page, I'm still going to talk about it. I condensed my task tracker, mood tracker, and energy tracker into one thing. So for that one, I'm doing like, one is going to be color, one is going to be a shape, and one is going to be a pattern. So the task tracker, that's the color, the mood tracker is a shape, and then the energy tracker, we brought the patterns back, baby. And again, because it took me so long I recorded the video, but I never put it together, and now it's February when I'm recording this. All these videos, the December one, the 2024 recap video, the January video, and the February video, I've edited and recording all of this on like the same 2 days. It's all happening right together, and then I'm uploading them as I'm recording them and making the thumbnails. All of this I'm doing right now, so it's all happening at the same time to get these videos out, because they should have been out so long ago. But anyways, it was busy, things were happening. The country is burning. Anyways, here is my financial log. And then because it's February, there's already changes that I've made from the January to the February. Because of my journal, it's slightly larger than my previous one. It's mostly almost the same size. And then because I changed it where I did the double calendar, I wasn't quite sure how to fit the other things in. So I was just like, I will just put them in there where they go and figure it out along the way, how they fit. You'll also notice I brought back my habit tracker. I do like having it, and it's just like a dot one and not a bunch of little things or like as large as it's been in previous ones. Just the dot tracker, just be like, did I do it that day? And not everything needs to be done every day. It's just like, okay, when did I last do this? And the last page was the same as previous, so the camera died or something when I was recording. But here are the final pages. Look at that. Look at that. Sparkly. And then just so cute. So cute. Super simple. Collage. Chill. It is what it is. Yeah, and there's the final page. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and have a nice rest of your day, night, or whenever it is you're viewing this. Bye!